Wow! Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is such a long awaited video. I haven't been on camera in the past probably 2-3 months, probably 2.5 months. I just have not been feeling well. I've been so under the weather, and I mean there's a good reason for it. I obviously wanted to take a little bit of time off, which originally was not planned, because my last video that I posted was the video before my mom's anniversary. I was waiting for my little sister to get in town, and after that video, I literally did not feel well. Like, sitting on the computer gave me motion sickness. Just sitting here talking like this, I did record a video, zapped all of my energy. I literally thought I was dying. Like, not to sound dramatic, and over the past, I lost 15 pounds in 1 month, which is a little alarming, but you know, what could I do? So I want to tell you the reason as to why I lost all that weight so quickly and I haven't been feeling well. Since about May, I knew I wasn't feeling well. It was about the end of May. I wasn't feeling well. Something just wasn't adding up. I'm very much a person that's very in tune with my body and what's going on, and I just knew something wasn't right. So I decided to take a pregnancy test, and here I am. Right now, this marks 4.5 months pregnant for me, and I'm really excited, but the sad thing is I couldn't even get excited because I have been suffering with Hyperemesis Gravidarum. I want to say that's how you say it. This is one of the first times I can actually apply a full face of makeup and not want to vomit, and I've been reading a lot about it, and it says by like week 16, 17, all the way up to 20, I probably will still be feeling this way. Hopefully after 20, I'm just good to go. I'm back to normal Sherelle. But it says until then, I will be suffering with the symptoms. So if you guys don't know, it is a severe case of morning sickness. You are not just sick in the morning, you are sick from the time you open your eyes to the moment you go to sleep. I am not exaggerating. I have a couple clips of footage of me throughout the time, and it really tests everything in you. There's no easy way to put it. It literally sucks. And I was telling my sister, I said this was one of the fears that I had of becoming pregnant. I was like, I never wanted to be that person that couldn't be myself. Like, I want to be the Sherelle that puts on her gym sneakers and goes to the gym and, you know, goes to the mall and wants to go grocery shopping. I haven't been able to do anything for the past 4.5 months. Literally, David has been my saving grace. He has had to go grocery shopping and clean the house, walk Cuba, literally everything. Like, I was a lump on the log. I have been laying in bed. It's a miracle that I was even able to get to work. That's how sick I was and still am. When I say sick, like vomiting around the clock. It's really bad. And I actually want to get David on camera to tell you guys a little bit about it as well. But this has been the most trying time for me, because there's nothing I can do. Everything's out of my control. I was hospitalized twice in, I think, like a month and a half span of time. You know what? Let me get the actual definition for it, so then I could tell you, and then I'll tell you what happened to me. I want to say I saved it, because I knew I wanted to talk about this, because there's nobody. It's kind of like something that you silently deal with. Like, when you tell somebody that, oh yeah, I'm expecting, I'm just not feeling well, they think it's morning sickness, and everybody says, oh, have some ginger ale, oh, have some saltines, oh, have some soup. No, I tried all those for the first probably month and couldn't keep anything down. Literal vomit, like within 10-15 minutes of eating something, it would come right back up. and it's more than something that a saltine cracker can fix. Like I was suffering with severe hydration. The first time I got hospitalized, the guy told me that it was a good thing that I came in because my body was going through ketosis, right? Okay, so from my understanding of it, my body, I lost so much weight because my body was not getting any nutrition. Anything that was going into my body was coming right back out, plus some. Like there was days I was throwing up maybe 20 times in the day, and some of the vomits was just bile. There was nothing in it. And it got to the point of where one day I came home from work. I don't even know how, I literally don't know how I got through my work days. It's literally by the grace of God. And I got home, I just told you I'm not really feeling well. I have to sit in the shower, like my body's so achy. You feel like you had the flu. I feel like I've had the flu for the past 4 months. But that particular night, I was like, let me just get in the shower. Let me see how I feel. I really don't want to go to the hospital. I'm not a hospital person. I'm not a person that likes to have IVs. I've never had an IV until that time. And I struggled to get in the shower. I think I was in the shower for maybe a half an hour. Struggled getting out of the shower, like literal struggle, like hunched over, stomach hurting, everything, my whole body was hurting. I sat in bed, I couldn't even get my towel off. That's how low of energy I had. And David's like, that's it. He's like going through his drawers and my drawers and pulling out sweats. So he drove me to the hospital. The nurse was like, oh, I think you're just suffering with morning sickness. And then they drew my blood and tested my urine. He was like, actually, this is a lot worse. So what happens is your body goes through ketosis, which your body produces ketones in ketosis. I hope I'm saying this right. When that happens, your body turns the fat that is stored into your body and uses it as fuel for your body, right? So that's why I dropped so much weight so quickly. And that I did not know was super harmful for the baby. And with hyperemesis, if you lose 10% of your body mass, you are in like big trouble. So at that point, I think I was down, what, 12 pounds maybe? I was really close. So down 12 pounds, can't eat anything, can't drink anything, everything's coming up. Scary time. So I was reading that if you can't figure out how to keep anything down, you're gonna have to be hospitalized, which, no, I don't want that. I wanna be home. So David was literally thinking of anything and everything he could feed me. He's like, have a sip of water, have a sip of Powerade, you're gonna eat a grain of rice, let's see how it works. And it worked for a short time, but it was like, even if I spaced out my meals or a spoonful of this, a spoonful of that every half an hour, it will wait a half an hour to come back up. And it was to the point of where there was nothing in my stomach, and anything that was able to get in my stomach was turning so acidic that when it came up, it burned my throat. If you guys have ever vomited or thrown up before and you've had really acidic vomit, you know what I'm talking about. To the point of where it hurts to even try to drink anything. The foods that I used to love, I can no longer stand. And I don't want, like, I love watermelon. I can eat a whole thing of watermelon every day. But my taste buds have changed so much that when I have watermelon, it tastes like licorice. Water does not taste good. I have to have water with like a boatload of lime in it in order for me to even consume it. I'll put two words on the screen that I cannot have because it's automatic vomit for me. And David knows. I had him one day. I was like, you know, I'm really gonna try to eat. This was maybe 4 weeks after I was in the hospital. I said, I'm gonna try my best. We can get a sandwich, but we'll split it. I'll have one half, you'll have the other. And I said, please don't put this ingredient on the sandwich. You have to make sure, like, watch the guy when he makes it. We went to Subway. The guy ended up putting a literal, not a grain, how you call it? Like a stalk, a leaf of it. The whole thing came up. It's not even to be dramatic, but it's such a dramatic thing. And anybody that knows me knows Anybody that knows me knows that I'm such a loving, caring, providing, nurturing person. So for me to be down for the count for as long as I was, and knowing in the back of my mind, I feel like it's gonna make me cry, that I couldn't help David with like the normal housely duties and all that stuff. It really bothered my soul. And he would make food or run out and try to get food, and he would come back and I'm like, I can't even eat it because the scent of it, fragrance, oh, that's another thing. Fragrance threw me over the roof. Like, I can smell somebody from probably 50 to 100 feet away. The struggle bus is so real. You can probably see it in my face how much weight I've lost. David could let you know a little bit about his story with dealing with me. I promise I really was not trying to be difficult, but this is such a difficult thing to deal with. Nobody has brought light to it except the Duchess Kate. Was she Duchess Princess? Kate Middleton? She's the only person, and I think the only other person I've heard publicly speaking about it was Kim Kardashian, but she was also endorsing a medicine, and I tried that medicine, didn't work. It like burned a hole through my stomach. That's what it felt like. My doctor said it's something with me. I was like, no, it's a medicine that doesn't agree with my body. I don't know, maybe I'm just so sensitive. I've tried everything. I've tried Unisom, I've tried the B12, I tried the C-bands, I've tried
the acupuncture holds.
Everything, like literally everything. You want me to sit in a yoga pose for a minute? I tried it, did not work. Like, do you want to add in, babe?
No, I mean, from my perspective, it's different.
Here, let me move over a little.
Yeah, my perspective is different, obviously, because I'm not the one that's physically pregnant. But it's a lot that you have to deal with, and especially to those guys who are expecting fathers, it's not going to be easy. And not, like Sherelle said, not many people bring to light the fact that, you know, it's rough. It's rough, not just the morning sickness, because morning sickness is literally all day long.
Everybody's like, oh, you're just sick for the morning. No, no. I wish it was that. I literally was sick from the moment I opened my eyes to going to sleep, through my sleep. Digestion is horrible.
It's tough. And then when you sit there and there's nothing I can do. I'm a provider. This is what I do. I make sure my wife's taken care of. I make sure, you know, I try to do my part as best as possible. And when you're in a situation where you can't do anything, you can't control it. I can't control anything. There's literally out of my hands. It's tough. It's tough. But my suggestion to the guys out there, just try to mentally understand what she's going through, because that allows you to take yourself out of your own skin and kind of just see where you have that common ground. Like, she's going through it physically, but what can I do to help? Whether it's not lotion for 3 months, you know, there's certain things that you put body oils on, but not to do anything that's going to trigger the senses, trigger nausea, anything that's going to put your wife or your child in any type of danger. So it has not been the easiest. But I have to say it's a blessing. I think today she noticed my screensaver is just a picture of the sonogram, and before I was like, oh, it's a sonogram, it's a baby, cool, congratulations to you guys. But when it's your own, it's
really cool.
Quite different.
It's really cool.
It's quite different, and I'm blessed to have this amazing woman carrying our amazing.
You trying to make me cry?
No, I'm not. I'm just speaking. I'm more so speaking to the gentlemen out there that are the husbands, the boyfriends that are, you know, expecting the fathers to be, because it's not going to be easy. It's not, but it's worth it, man.
It's fun if you're not sick. It's probably great. I've been around my sister that's she has 3 kids, and she's had difficult pregnancies, but she's never dealt with what I have. And
never
she
was
was
on a journey.
Yeah, of course. I knew everybody has their own pregnancy story, and it makes me sad that this is a part of mine. You know, because I don't want to cry.
Well, we can't though. It can't be sad.
It's difficult because it's like
because you're out of your
right. Listen, guys. I'm 30 years old. I waited till I was 30 to possibly see if we were gonna have kids. And my thought process in my mind was, yes, I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna wear the cute little yoga outfits, and me and Cuba are gonna go do yoga in the park, and we're gonna go to the farmers markets and go get fruit and veggies and have our fresh orange juice in the morning. No, none of that has happened, and it's not and I feel like that's why we don't hear a lot about hyperemesis, because it sounds like you're complaining, but nobody is telling you what to expect. Everybody says, yes, morning sickness, but it's not just morning sickness. It's all day sickness. It is, you are super you're hyper, that's why hyper's in the word. You're hypersensitive to everything. You cannot keep foods down. And it's not like I'm not trying. It's not like, oh, I want to lose all this weight. No, I actually want to gain a healthy, like 10, 15 pounds to make sure baby is okay and mommy's okay. But this has been one of the most difficult things, especially if you're working like I am, to go to work, especially where I work. I have employees, and everybody comes with their body lotions and their sprays, and we sell perfumes and colognes in store. People would spray, and it's an automatic gag. It's an automatic running to the back for me. It's difficult. It's difficult, and I think people like to sugarcoat it. And this is huge coming from me, because you know I'm like rainbows and unicorns and like happy things all the time. And I think maybe that's why this is a part of my journey, to tell other people that yes. Oh, that was one thing that I hate too. When people say, oh, don't worry, you're gonna forget all about this when you have your bundle of joy. No, I won't forget it, because this is something that's very traumatic. And David will never forget. He's probably so scarred. I've never thrown up so much in my life. Yeah. Like, I'm a very shy person when it comes to David and seeing like bodily functions. I don't do stuff like that. And the first time I threw up, I remember I sent him running out of the shower. After that, because the best place to throw up for me was in the shower. I don't know why. It was just easy cleanup. But I think after the first or second time I threw up, I was like, oh, I don't care. Yeah. He would come in and like hold my hair back, and I feel like this video is everywhere, but
for the guys out there, don't take it personal. You can't.
Nothing's personal, and it's
personal.
And people say, oh, you're being snippy. In order for me to be snippy, I have to have energy to be snippy. When I don't feel well, I'm just quiet. I just want to be in my sweatshirt. I just want to be right here. Just leave me alone. It has nothing to do with I don't like you. It's just I barely have enough energy to even stand here right now, let alone hold a conversation and be snippy with somebody. So don't take it as your girlfriend, your wife, your partner is being snippy. It's just I just don't have energy. I barely have energy to keep my eyes open. Right now I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown up in like 2 days. Knock on wood.
I think that has to do with the reason why you're doing this video right now, and why it was so rough.
I'm gonna insert the clip.
And we're definitely, if you have the blessing is upon you that you can have children, and you guys are married, and you're doing what's right for your relationship and your situation. Becoming a parent is probably the greatest thing I've ever done to date. So, you know, and I'm really happy that it's happening. It hasn't been easy, but with having an influence and being a front runner, you have a lot of things that you have to kind of go through, because you have to tell people, because we weren't really told in the aspect of, oh yeah, it's gonna be rough. They always say, yeah, first couple months is pretty. Nah, it's rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's rough for both parties, and
he hasn't been able to cook in the house for 4.5 months.
Yeah.
And when I say cook in the house, meaning things like that really have a super amount of fragrance. Like he's been making macaroni and cheese because it can, you know, the fragrance is low. Rice, beans, but beans out of the can where you just warm it up. You're not putting any extra. That's another thing. I can't have anything seasoned.
Yeah.
Seasoning triggers things. I'm gonna have to write like everything, all my versions down below, because this video will be forever and a year.
But on the plus side, man, like.
Okay. What were you saying? It's a blessing.
Yeah,
we're excited to become parents.
Yeah, really excited. So don't feel discouraged when it's rough. Don't feel discouraged.
But this is an honest video about hyperemesis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I haven't found many. I saw a couple things on Pinterest where people are saying certain things, eat certain foods, but no, it's not that way.
You can't eat anything.
You can't eat anything. I've tried.
I am the lime master. I know how to cut limes in my sleep. That's what you can drink. But yeah, we just wanted to shed some light on it. I think you're doing a great thing, babe. Cause
thank you.
A lot of people don't, and there's a lot of things, especially for parents to be, dads to be. I didn't find too many things out there. So,
what's your top 3 tips for them? Dealing with somebody that has hyperemesis like I have.
Number one, take yourself out of your own shoes, sir. And try to walk in hers for a second. It'll help you be able to kind of tone your mind a little differently. To kind of feel what she's going through. They say some guys feel the emotions of the woman. I can't necessarily say I feel the emotions, but I'm more so...
like empathetic.
I'm empathetic, yeah. And I want to protect you from whatever the smells. I want to protect you from all that. So, yeah, take yourself out of your shoes. Research as much as you possibly can. Know what you're talking about when you go to the doctors. Don't let them tell you anything that they just want to tell you.
Right.
Know your stuff. I think our first nurse, he was like, wait, did you go to medical school? Did he say medical school? He asked me if I did something because I knew what he was talking about.
Right.
But he was speaking medical jargon.
Grey's Anatomy!
Yeah, I don't.
I knew what he was talking about until he said ketones and ketosis. I was like, what is that? What is that? I didn't hear about that in Grey's Anatomy. And then he explained it.
Yeah, know what you're talking about. Know what's going on. Always be present. And number 3, love your lady and your baby.
And be patient. I think patience is key. Did you say patience?
Well, I think patience comes with taking yourself out of your own. Yeah, just it's not personal. Don't take it personal. But you got to step up to the plate, baby. That's it.
How many times would you come in and be like, it's time to take your vitamin or whatever it is? I'm like, I need a minute.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Always. I'm like, I need a minute.
Babe, did you take your medicine?
It really is one of those things. It's really one of those things. You're not.
I said medicine. It was a vitamin.
Or whatever it is. You're just not yourself. You don't. I couldn't get up the way I would normally get up. Like, in order for me to go. And I was going to work looking hit. Do you hear me? And I didn't care because I told one person at work how I was feeling and what happened. I didn't want anybody at work to know anything because. I'm not sure if hyperemesis, you're considered a high-risk pregnancy or just God forbid anything were to happen. I just didn't want sad eyes from everybody that I worked with. So I only let one person know. And every shift we had together, she's like, "Ooh, girl, I just told you I don't feel well. Be happy that I'm here." You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting my job done. I'm nice to everybody. I may not have my eyebrows on, but I'm still here, you know?
Yeah, people, if you are not expecting, can you do me a favor? Just respect anyone that's in that position. Whether they're not feeling well or they're feeling well and pregnancy's going beautiful. Just respect all their wishes because it's tough. And don't tell anybody it's about time.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing that really bothers me because
you don't know the situation.
You don't know, right? You don't know.
You know whether we were trying for 5 years or
10 years. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know that.
So.
And I mean, praise the Lord that we weren't even trying. But that will be in our announcement video. This is just more about hyperemesis. But yeah, if you're dealing with that or you know somebody that has it that's dealing with it, do not tell somebody it's about time that they got pregnant or have saltine crackers and ginger ale. It doesn't work. Trust me, we've tried. I've been sick over the years. I've been sick through my childhood. I know what works for me, and I tried those things and it didn't work. So you just try more things and see what works. Nothing really worked for me, so I can't really say. Lime water helped.
Oh, that's, if I can give an extra tip. Experiment in the sense of try, once you, like, there's certain foods that you'll think like, oh, I didn't even put salt on this, or
oh yeah,
it's gonna be, it should be fine.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it's not that easy. So I mean, just for the parents to be, just try different things, try different palate things that are gonna hit your palate a little differently, because
your taste buds
chemically
are
you're just everywhere,
all over the place.
You know,
yeah.
so you gotta try new things. So don't get discouraged if it's if your favorite meal is no longer your favorite meal, because like she said, there's certain words I can't even say.
Please don't.
So
yeah, in the beginning, I remember I was like, oh my gosh, David, we can't cook in the house. We're about to go broke because we're gonna have to eat every meal out. And I remember getting our favorite meals that I was like, I'm not really feeling well, but I want to try it. I think it'll make me feel good. We ordered out some pho. Pho was my favorite. Like, we found this really good vegan place that does a really good pho. I sent my sister to get it because both of us were at work. I come home, I'm like, taking a shower, and I could not even finish it. It was not good. My little sister was here. She really enjoyed it. I think she might have had my soup as well. But your taste buds are completely off. So don't get frustrated with that, because I knew that's what I was getting frustrated with. I'm like, oh, I can have toast. One morning I got up and had some toast. 4 pieces. I got a little excited because I thought I can eat, and within 20 minutes I was throwing up. Yeah. Waffles. I tried waffles. 15, 20 minutes throwing up right after. Fruit was one thing that I could keep down somewhat. I had to be really careful with it, especially because like pineapples and stuff you're not supposed to eat, but certain foods are more acidic when they go down and then they come back. It's more acidic. Rice. I love jasmine rice. I cannot stand it right now. I just want regular like sushi rice, like no flavor rice if I'm gonna have rice. Mashed potatoes or plain like baked potatoes, that has been pretty much what I've been surviving off of. I remember one night I was so sick, and I literally had tears streaming down my face, and David's like, I said, all right babe, I'll try anything. So I was like, I'll take boiled carrot and rinsed beans. And remember, I ate that with tears in my eyes, streaming. Because it makes you feel a little guilty as well that you can't provide your baby, your unborn child, with nutrients, but you can't even keep anything down. It's not like you're not trying, you're trying everything, but it's just very hard. It's very hard. Like, I was nervous some nights. I had to skip my prenatal because I just couldn't keep it down. And I knew my prenatals are fairly big, and I was like, oh my gosh, if it comes back up, it's gonna kill my throat. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't know.
Yeah. I think God is getting better though.
Yes, praise the Lord. I hope it doesn't return, because I did read it gets worse. You get a little better, and then it's like a regression. Really? So fingers crossed. Right now we're sitting almost at 4.5 months that it doesn't come back. I will no. I'm gonna have to be bedridden for the rest of the time if it comes back. Yeah. No, like honestly, because I'm down right now 14 pounds. 15 pounds.
Yeah, and then you gain 3.
So if it comes back, I will have to be bedridden, and that's my fear. I just want to be able to work out and just be me. So, if any of you guys are dealing with hyperemesis, or you know anybody that's dealing with hyperemesis, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. I am praying for you. If you have any solutions for what may be working for you guys, leave it down below. Oh, ice chips also worked for me. I would just go to like a local restaurant and ask them for a cup of ice when I was at work. Just at work.
Oh.
Just ice chips, because I couldn't drink regular water. Regular water is just not good to me right now. Powerade's too sweet, Gatorade's too sweet, so it was just ice chips for a while.
Mind you, she's a fish. Like, she just...
All I drink is water. Any other time I want water, but...
No juice, no nothing.
No.
Just always water.
Apple juice occasional. Orange juice was occasional.
Yeah.
But orange juice coming up very acidic. So it's very touch and go. Keep a journal. That's the thing that I can say. Keep a food journal. Unless you're like me and already know half the things you already can't eat. This was especially disturbing because I'm vegan. And it's just like, I want to have all these yummy treats and indulge in all these fruit platters and all this stuff. And I just really couldn't.
Yeah. You just got to take your time.
Take your time. Keep a food journal. Yeah. Try to meditate and get out of the mindset that you're in, because it's very hard, it's very dark, it's very gloomy, it's very lonesome. And this is coming from a person that, like I said, I'm rainbow sunshines on a cloudy day every day, you know what I mean? Like,
and unicorns, you said.
And what?
And unicorns.
And unicorns, you know? I'm always such a happy person and feel very blessed, but this was very trying for me. If music is something that will help you get out of what you're going through, try that. If watching movies is something, I watched a lot of cooking shows because I couldn't eat anything. I'm like, so I get gratification watching other people eat. A lot of Iron Chef was going on in the house because I could watch them and not have to smell it.
Smell-o-vision coming.
But yeah, if you guys have any tips for anybody that's going through the same thing, please let us know, or please let anybody else that's watching this video know down below. And hopefully all is well with you guys, and I'm wishing you such happy and healthy and prosperous and healthy babies at the end of your journey.
Yeah.
And I pray the same for us. Doing the best I can here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Please remember to be blessed, well dressed and not stressed, and
I'll see you there.
yeah, bye.
Later, guys.